Just because you broke up with this person and you think all is lost, that's not really necessarily the case. Because I see that you taught this person a great lesson. Whatever happened between the two of you, yes, it caused a separation or a breakup. And for most of you, this situation will not have a return and not have a chance for a reunion. Things can change, of course, because energy is fluid. But the main reason why this message came to me is that you need to understand, just because you separate with someone doesn't mean that nothing good happened here. Most of the things that happen behind our eyes, or beyond what we see and feel. This is one of the situations where you thought everything was lost, but not everything was lost here. You two were meant to come together and separate. You were meant to be there together and teach each other a lesson. And this lesson possibly happened after your separation. You might have not seen the benefit of the separation because you don't know what happened after the separation. This person went through some type of awakening, or they went through like a wake-up call because of you. They owe you whatever that they have learned. They owe you that. But maybe you will not see it. Maybe they will not say it. Maybe they will, you will live to remember that they were just a horrible person to you. But in actuality, I see that this person is changing because of you. I do see a lot of regret on this person's side. Maybe you need to hear this. Maybe it will make you feel better, maybe it will make you not so resentful towards them. Because I see that they have a lot of regret. And they might not be ready to say it or share that with you. But who cares? Who cares if they share it with you or not? Maybe you care. Okay, so pardon me. Maybe you care. Maybe you care. Maybe you want this person to say sorry. Maybe you want them to be on their knees begging for mercy, begging for your forgiveness. But, we live in real life. That's not how energy works. Yes, they might think that they owe you everything. Because of you, they have learned a great lesson in life. But you will be paid or repaid in other ways. They don't have to tell you that they are sorry. The universe will bless you instead. Now, this person could come to you and say they're sorry, and you might say, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. You have treated me so badly. I don't want to know anything about you. I don't want to know what you went through. I don't want to know how you changed. Or maybe you will say, I want to know. I want to know how you changed, but then will you be back with me? You are not supposed to be together with this person, and maybe it will take from you to hate them in order to move on from them. Because let me tell you, a lot of the breakups happen because they need to hate their partner to move on. And if you are one of those, and I say one of those, this is most people, okay? Most people will prefer to hate someone they broke up with so that it's easier for them to move on from. It's easier to move on from a bad connection instead of saying everything was perfect, but, our journey ended there. It's hard. It's hard to move on from a good person. But it's easy to move on from a bad person. And sometimes we will say, this person is bad, even though they weren't as bad as we say, so that we can move on. And I'm not saying that this person was perfect or good or bad. I'm just saying this is how humans operate. This is how we deal with hardships. We always become the victim and they always are the villains. Now, if you ask two people, who was the bad person? An honest person will say, well, I've had a part in it. I did this and that. But someone that is arrogant or wants to be perceived as a good person, or they're pretending to be a good person, they'll say, the other person abused me and said this and they said that. And most of that, maybe half of it, is not true. And maybe this person that is in the victim kind of mindset is actually genuinely believing that, because guess what? People can believe their own lies. It happens. And in most cases, it happens as a defense mechanism. Now, my point is here to bring all this is to tell you that even when things seem to be bad, sometimes, most of the times, they are for our own benefit. Now, I do see that this person has a lot of regret, and maybe this will make you feel better or worse, depending on how you see it. But this is mainly to let you know that even bad situations happen for a reason, a good reason. Maybe you saved this person's life. Maybe you will have infinite good karma from every good decision they make after you having a hand in changing them to become a better person. Isn't that a good deal? If I was shown a contract, and in this contract, the terms and conditions is be with this person, break up with this person, make them a better person, and you will have $1 million every year because of the goodness that you left them with, because this person will be a better person because of you. You will have some type of rewards coming from this. I'll be like, yeah, bitch, sign me up. Sign me up. I'll be sad for a few days, but I will sign that up. So have that type of mentality when you think about a bad situation, because sometimes we don't know how much we affect people's lives because we don't watch them the way that you think we watch them. Does that make sense? So even when you think that you're stalking someone, you don't know what's happening inside of them. You don't know what's happening in their life. You don't know, especially if you stalk someone through social media, that means fuck all. If anything, it can be misleading. Because most of the time people pretend on social media. They will not show you the truth. Most of the time. Okay? Who wants to be showing what they're going through on a deep level? Not many. So the point is that there is good karma for you being a good person, even when you get mistreated. You will be rewarded by the universe, because it doesn't matter if you think nothing changed in this person. You have planted a seed, and I see this seed growing. I see this person going through an awakening, and after them going through the awakening, they will be a changed person. They might not send you a thank you letter. They might not send you a thank you card, but they have so much regret in their heart that they have made a promise to themselves to make better choices. And that is because of you. Yes, you were the sacrificial lamb, but guess what? You are still thriving and being blessed because you took that bait, because you signed that contract, whether you remember or not, of course. Nothing that happens to you is not, nothing happens to you in this life, especially when it comes to contracts. All of them will be presented to you before you were birthed. And you are like, easy. Because you know how energy works, you know how karma works. But then you come and then you forget all that. Maybe some of you remember some of the things, how energy works, how karma works, when you do some spiritual work and development, yes. But most of us do not remember everything. And that's okay. It's part of the learning journey. So, just because a bad thing happens doesn't mean nothing good comes out of it. Stay good, be good, continue to do the work. Because you can handle it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be given this task. Best of luck.